Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's packed with drama, long simmering tension, and a whole lot of jealousy. Imagine this, you're married to a powerful, handsome CEO, the kind of man everyone dreams about. But for 7 long years, he treats you like you're invisible. He's cold, distant, and completely ignores you. That's the reality for our heroine, Clara. 7 years ago, Clara married Liam, the formidable head of the vast Sterling Corporation. She went into the marriage full of hope, believing that her love and patience could eventually melt his icy heart. But year after year, nothing changed. Liam was a workaholic, always buried in meetings, business trips, and financial reports. When he was home, a rare occasion, he was a silent, brooding presence. He never shared a meal with her, never asked about her day, never even seemed to notice she was there. Their massive mansion felt more like a luxurious prison than a home. Clara tried everything. She cooked his favorite meals, which his housekeeper would quietly clear away untouched. She redecorated his study with things she thought he'd like, only for them to be removed the next day. She even tried to talk to him, to bridge the gap, but her words would just hang in the empty air between them. He treated her like a piece of furniture, a part of the house he was obligated to keep but had no interest in. It was a lonely, heartbreaking existence. Her friends couldn't understand why she stayed, telling her she deserved so much better. But a small, stubborn part of Clara held on to the hope that the man she fell in love with was still in there somewhere. Then, everything changed. It started with a flower, but not just any flower. One afternoon, while Clara was having a quiet lunch at a high-end restaurant, a delivery man brought a massive, stunning bouquet of rare blue roses to her table. Attached was a simple card. For Clara, thinking of you, Ethan. Ethan was Clara's college friend, a gentle and successful artist who had recently returned to the city. He'd always had a soft spot for her, and seeing her so unhappy in her marriage pained him. The gesture was innocent, a simple act of friendship, but it didn't stay private for long. The restaurant was filled with the city's elite, and phones were out in seconds. By the time Clara got home, photos of her with the flowers were already buzzing across social media. The headline was juicy: CEO's forgotten wife receives flowers from a mystery man. At the Sterling Corporation headquarters, Liam was in the middle of a tense board meeting. His phone, usually on silent, buzzed incessantly on the table. His assistant, looking pale, finally interrupted. "Mr. Sterling, you need to see this." He slid the phone over, showing Liam the viral photos of Clara, looking surprised and a little flushed, next to the extravagant bouquet. For the first time in 7 years, something flickered in Liam's cold eyes. An emotion he hadn't felt in a long, long time. Pure, possessive rage. He slammed his hand on the table, startling everyone in the room. "Meeting's over," he growled, grabbing his coat and storming out, leaving his board members in stunned silence. That night, for the first time in years, Liam came home early. He found Clara arranging the blue roses in a vase. The air was thick with tension. "Who is he?" Liam's voice was low and dangerous. Clara, unaccustomed to him even speaking to her, was taken aback. "An old friend," she replied calmly, though her heart was pounding. "A friend who sends you flowers in public for the whole world to see." He sneered, his jaw tight. "It was just a nice gesture, Liam. Something I haven't received in 7 years. She shot back, a spark of defiance in her eyes. The argument that followed was the most conversation they'd had in their entire marriage. It was heated, bitter, and filled with years of unspoken resentment. Liam couldn't stand the thought of another man paying attention to his wife, the woman he had taken for granted for so long. The next day, Ethan, undeterred, decided to up the ante. He invited Clara to his art gallery opening, a major social event. Knowing it would get back to Liam, Clara accepted. She was tired of being invisible. She deserved a night out, to feel appreciated. She wore a stunning red dress, a color she hadn't dared to wear in years. At the gallery, Ethan was the perfect gentleman, showering her with compliments and introducing her to his friends. For a few hours, Clara felt alive again. She laughed, she mingled, she felt like herself. But their night was dramatically interrupted. The gallery doors burst open, and in strode Liam, his face like a thundercloud. He ignored everyone else in the room, his piercing gaze locked on Clara. He walked straight up to her, grabbed her wrist knot gently and said, "We're leaving." Ethan stepped between them. "Let her go, Liam. She's my guest." Liam just laughed, a cold, humorless sound. "She's my wife," he bit out, before pulling Claire away and practically dragging her out of the gallery, leaving a trail of shocked gasps and frantic whispers behind them. The car ride home was silent and suffocating. Back in their cold mansion, the dam finally broke. "How dare you embarrass me like that?" Liam roared. "Embarrass you?" Clara's voice trembled with a mix of fear and newfound anger. "You've been embarrassing me for 7 years, ignoring me, treating me like I don't exist. The only time you notice me is when another man does." Her words hit him like a physical blow. He saw her then, truly saw her, not as an object or a fixture in his house, but as a woman, his wife, who he had systematically pushed away. He saw the pain in her eyes, the years of neglect she had endured in silence, and he realized she was right. Over the next few weeks, Liam started to change. He began coming home for dinner. He started asking about her day. He sent flowers to their home, not blue roses, but her favorite lilies. It was awkward and clumsy at first. 7 years of silence is not an easy thing to overcome. Clara was wary, her heart guarded. She couldn't tell if this was a genuine change or just a possessive reaction to his rival. Was he trying to win her back? Or was he just trying to win? The turning point came when Liam found Clara's old sketchbook. She used to be a passionate artist, but she'd given it up when she married him, feeling her creativity had no place in his sterile world. He flipped through the pages, seeing sketches of places she wanted to visit, designs she had dreamed up, and portraits filled with emotion. He realized how much of herself she had sacrificed for him. That night, he set up an easel in a sunlit room of the house, laying out brand new paints and canvases. When Clara saw it, she was speechless. "I miss seeing you create," he said softly. "I'm sorry I made you feel like you had to stop." It was the apology she had been waiting 7 years to hear. Slowly, tentatively, Clara began to let him back in. They started talking, really talking, about their past, their mistakes, and their hopes for the future. Liam admitted his fear of emotional connection, a fear that had driven him to bury himself in work. Clara, in turn, shared her deep loneliness. It wasn't a quick fix. There were still arguments and moments of doubt. Ethan remained in the picture, a constant reminder of what Clara could have if Liam failed. But for the first time, Liam was fighting for his marriage. He was learning to be a husband, not just a CEO. This story shows us that sometimes it takes the threat of losing something to realize its true value. Liam had to see his wife through another man's eyes to appreciate the treasure he had ignored for so long. It's a dramatic, intense journey of rediscovery, but it leaves us with a question. Can love truly be rekindled after years of neglect? Or was the damage already done? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one. See you next time.